Pretties, welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell by the smile on my face, I am super excited for this video because it is another makeup video. Now, y'all see my title name, it's I Paint Pretty Faces. So of course, I absolutely love makeup. I love doing tutorials. I love talking about makeup. It's just in me. I love doing everything else I do on my channel, but I really love makeup. Now, another reason that I'm smiling uncontrollably, like I got the Kool-Aid grin showing y'all all 62 of my teeth. Is it 62 or is it in the 30 range? If it's 62, there's probably something wrong with the mouth. Anywho, it is because of this right here. I was lucky enough to receive in PR this new concealer, Born This Way concealer, the concealer that everybody is talking about, the concealer that is coming for Tarte Shape Tape. When I opened it up and I saw Auntie Jackie, I was like, hold up, wait a minute. That's Auntie Jackie, and I'm too damn excited now. So this is very near and dear and like really close to my heart. I absolutely love Jackiana. I don't know who doesn't love Jackiana. She's just such a good voice for women of color, especially African-American women, dark African-American women, and she really fights hard for us to, and fights hard for brands to include us. And that's all we want. We just want a seat at the table. So I do want y'all to know that Jackie did create 9 new shades to go into the Born This Way foundation. So definitely check out those shades of foundation. Unfortunately, I was not able to get one. It sold out completely, and I have not been able to make it to Sephora, y'all. But I was like, I want to go ahead and do this review because I'm itching to try these concealers, y'all. They've been sitting here for a couple of days, and yeah, I just can't. When I get new makeup, especially from Too Faced, I just can't just let it sit. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the concealer. Now, this is a multi-use sculpting concealer. It's supposed to be a 12-hour wear concealer. I never really look at those things like, let's see what it's claiming to be. So it's a hydrating 4-in-1 full coverage concealer, buildable, photo friendly, no flashback, and it boasts that it has a 12-hour wear. Okay, Too Faced. So y'all definitely came through. Now, if you're not aware, Too Faced did actually have a Born This Way concealer before. I didn't have the original formulation, but through a little research, I found out that this is actually kind of like a relaunch of a product. Everyone initially thought it was going to be the same thing, that they just added colors or shades or whatever, but they actually changed it around. Now, I'm just going to randomly open one up. I have a whole, hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta see this. A whole box. Too Faced sent me the whole line. Like this was too generous. Thank you so much. So I'm definitely going to be able to find a shade for me and shades for all of my clients to use. I can't wait to start using this in my kit. So this is what the bottle looks like. This is a pretty good size concealer. It actually has half a fluid ounce of concealer. That's pretty cool. And I like that with the brush, look at that. It has a diamond tip brush, which makes application extremely easy. Oh my gosh, y'all. You can conceal, you can contour, you can highlight, and you can retouch with this concealer. I'm calling it foundation. All right, so I did go ahead and add some primer. Sometimes primer can get a lot of flack because most people like to see, you know, what can the concealer or the complexion product do without the primer. But in reality, I'm always going to be wearing a primer, and I'm going to use it on my clients as well. And I think most people are for some type of issue. And I just think, you know, a primer is for its purpose, a primer. And my concealer and my complexion products are for my complexion. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and dot this on my face a couple of times. And I love how warm it is. So definitely, you know, I know it looks like I'm using a lot of product, y'all, but remember, I am using it as a foundation. Obviously, when you use it as a concealer, you should not have to use that much. Now, I love, well, immediately, I'm loving this coverage. And I'm loving that soft matte look that it's giving me. Like I said, I did use a primer, so take that into account as well when you test this out yourself. And it doesn't feel too heavy. Sometimes I'm iffy. I was always iffy to watch those videos or to do one of those videos where they use a concealer as like everything, because I'm like, that sounds so heavy. But this concealer is like, it's lightweight. It feels really, really lightweight, but it's covering everything. Like, ooh, this is a really pretty. This is cute. Okay, so now that I have that on as my base, I think it looks absolutely amazing. I'm not seeing any of my skin imperfections that I do have coming through, including darkness down here. That's something that I find like I'm really insecure about, and mostly I always put on my peach corrector. But this time I didn't have to put on my peach corrector, and I must say I really, really, really do like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer as the intended purpose. The concealer that I've chosen I think looks best is Butterscotch. And I'm also going to use as my contour the shade Cocoa. And yeah, we're gonna see how that works out. Here's the final look. Don't I look great? No, I'm just joking. So I went ahead and I set my concealer with another Too Faced favorite. I fell back in love with this recently because I just pulled it out of my big ass caboodle of makeup and I was like, let me try this again. It's called Peach Perfect, and it's a mattifying loose setting powder. They introduced this, I would want to say nearly almost a year ago now. Oh wow, when they introduced the Peaches and Cream collection. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this sit, add some lashes and dust everything off, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts about this concealer. What am I thinking? But so far we're doing good. So this is the final look. I'm gonna go ahead and bring y'all a little closer so y'all can see everything up close and what we're sitting on. I think this is gorgeous. Like, I just can't believe my whole face is concealer. The foundation, I use concealer as my foundation. I use my concealer as concealer. I use my concealer as my contour. And like, I feel, number one, this feels super comfortable. I feel that like all of my secrets is covered up. Got a lot of secrets. Got a lot of secrets. Feel really, 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 really good. I'm like, whoa, this is like Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta ready. Like, put me in front of the camera. Well, I am already in front of the camera, but put me in front of the professional camera to shoot, honey, because I know I am looking good. This feels great. I can't go with the claim if it's 12 hours or not, y'all. But even if it's not 12-hour wear, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to highly suggest this concealer. And I know the question that y'all are wondering, what y'all want to know. I want to get in this beef. This is the biggest beef since East Coast, West Coast. Shape Tape or this new Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. And y'all, I'm gonna have to say this new Born This Way concealer. I'm sorry, Shape Tape. I'm sorry. Sorry, Shape Tape, but it's gonna have to go to Born This Way. Like, this concealer, this is one of the best concealers I've ever used. And mind you, I've used from high end, from low end, from professional quality things that you can only get being an artist with a license. Like, I've used so many different concealers, so many different products, but there is nothing like this concealer currently on the market, or nothing that I've had my hands on. So I am super, oh y'all. This concealer is absolutely everything. Run, do not walk to your nearest Sephora, your nearest Ulta, your nearest TooFaced.com website, wherever you gotta go. I think this even is gonna maybe be at Macy's, maybe select Macy's. Wherever you gotta go to get this concealer, run and get it. Makeup artists, this is definitely something you wanna add to your kit. Makeup enthusiasts, you definitely wanna add this to your caboodle. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this in-depth review and me using it. as a foundation, concealer, and a contour. Let me know if you plan to do the same thing. I definitely think this is good for someone who doesn't really need a whole lot of like foundation coverage, or even if you do, because I feel pretty matte with this. I think even someone with the right preparation, like correctors or whatever, I think that this could also be used like a foundation, you know, occasionally. I wouldn't do that like every single day, but this is a look and this is a vibe for me. So I know I'm going to end up doing this again. Like, oh yeah, I'm so excited. I look good. So I really hope that you all did enjoy watching this tutorial. Please let me know if you do plan to get the concealers. Comment down below. I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay pretty.